What is up today, guys? It's Mystic Dreamcatcher, and today we have What If There Was a Total Drama Redonkulous Race, but only for the couples of Total Drama. So here we are. I think I have all of the couples if I'm correct. Just keep in mind, it's my opinion, this is going to work out exactly like Redonkulous Race. If you guys like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd be a huge ass help to the channel and it costs you nothing. Alright, let's get it. So, what team is getting last? Alright, well, first let's find out which team is making it first. Alright, so first place I feel like would go to Courtney and Duncan, followed by Heather and Alejandro, MacArthur and Brody, Mike and Zoe, then Emma and Noah, just because they're kind of already used to this. So those are the people I know are not 17th place, aka the first time. Followed by them is Crimson, Inu, Devin, and Carrie, followed by Izzy. Alright, and then, God, this is so hard. Alright, so Stephanie and Ryan gonna go ahead and make it realistically. Followed by Trent and Gwen. They must have had something to do on the way or whatever, the FOT development. Ooh, alright, so here we are. Down to the final 7 teams. Alright, so Jasmine and Sean not losing first. Nor is Jeff and Bridget. Alright, so that leaves us with these 5. Now, is it Dakota or Dakota Zoid? Because I don't know. You know, when Sam came back in All-Stars and announced that he wanted to come back to be like his girlfriend, I'm assuming that her effects stayed permanent. So, I'm going to pretend this is Dakota Zoid, alright? Now, with that new information in light, I'm going to go ahead and pass them. Then Sierra and Cody, followed by Lindsay and Tyler. So the first team of couples I believe would be out is unfortunately Ella and Dave. They weren't really even a couple anyway to begin with, if I'm being fair. But yep, they're the first one out. No character development for them. No, no, no. Alright, now 16th place. The first team to get here, I'm gonna say Crimson and Ennui. Heather, Alejandro, Trent and Gwen doing better this time. Jasmine and Sean also doing better this time, followed by Sam and Dakota Zoid, Stephanie and Ryan, Courtney and Duncan, Emma and Noah, Lindsay and Tyler, having them here now, Sierra and Cody, Jeff and Bridget. You know what? Go ahead and get Jeff and Bridget on there, followed by Zoe and Mike, Izzy and Owen, and Lashana and Harold. Which means we have either Carrie and Devin or MacArthur and Brody. In 16th place, I am going to have go to MacArthur and Brody. Goodbye. Nothing against them. I just believe they have too much screen time, and by then they're probably not even that into the game. Maybe MacArthur is, but I feel like together they're going to be like arguing. Devin and Carrie making a full comeback. I feel like that's something they would do through the power of love. You know what? Harold and Lashana gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Then Jeff and Bridget. I really like these two. Followed by Crimson and Ennui, Courtney and Duncan, Emma and Noah, Zoe and Mike, Jasmine and Sean, Heather and Alejandro. Alright, so now this is getting down to, I feel like for this episode, I guess these characters would be alright and these being up here. Alright, Izzy and Owen, Sam and Dakota Zoid, and then the last one, Sierra and Cody. Alright, so now for these 3, I just think they would all have their weaknesses, but I feel like some would have less weakness than other. So for that, I'm saying Lindsay and Tyler, followed up by Trent and Gwen. Feel like they would just argue again, and one of them may even quit because they're already done with it. They remembered what happened last time. Alright, here we go. Inu and Crimson, followed by Zoe and Mike, Heather and Alejandro, Lindsay and Tyler doing kind of well this time, good job. Cody and Sierra, Emma and Noah, Jasmine and Sean, Carrie and Devin, Sam and Dakota Zoid. Why not? Holy shit, is this all TDI? It is, what the fuck? Alright, well, 2 of y'all are golden. Alright, so Courtney and Duncan. God, this one is kind of hard, I won't lie. Lashana and Harold. Izzy and Owen. 14th place going to... You know what? I'm going to say Jeff and Bridget. Go ahead, and Trent and Gwen, get on up there. I feel like they would lose by very little, though. Crimson and Ennui gonna go ahead and take first for the second time in a row. Followed by Carrie and Devin. Courtney and Duncan. Heather and Alejandro. Emma and Noah. Jasmine and Sean. Izzy and Noah doing a lot better than last time. Lashana and Harold. Zoe and Mike. Lindsay and Tyler, followed by Cody and Sierra, which means we're down to Dakota and Sam, and Trent and Gwen. And the losers, 13th place, is going to be Sam and Dakotazoid. It was nice having them. I assume they got some type of character development, which is really good. Good job, you two. You beat some pretty tough characters. Alright, 12th place. You know what, 3 times in a row, let's go Crimson and Ennui. Lindsay and Tyler getting second. I hope they're really proud. Followed by Izzy and Owen, Jasmine and Sean, Emma and Noah, Sierra and Cody. I bet Sierra's carrying so fucking hard. Zoe and Mike, Courtney and Duncan, Heather and Alejandro, followed by Lashana and Harold. Here are the final 2. 12th place and out of this race. Unfortunately, that is going to be Carrie and Devin. I'm glad they got more screen time since last time they got out due to Medivac. They got to try again. They failed again. Good job. Alright, here we are. Alright, first place, Heather and Alejandro, followed by Lashana and Harold. Crimson and Ennui, Jasmine and Sean, Emma and Noah, Zoe and Mike. They're a very good pair. That's why I'm doing that a lot. Alright, so 5 teams left. Oh boy. Next is Courtney and Duncan, Lindsay and Tyler, Sierra and Cody, which means there's Izzy and Owen versus Trent and Gwen. 11th place, goodbye. Beating them just by barely is Trent and Gwen. Congratulations, you move on. Goodbye, Izzy and Owen. It's very sad to see you go, but goodbye. Alright, now we're down to the final 10. Very nice. Emma and Noah getting first, very nice. Courtney and Duncan, followed by Heather and Alejandro, Jasmine and Sean, Crimson and Ennui, and then Lindsay and Tyler. Here are the final 4 teams. Zoe and Mike winning the next one, followed by Lashana and Harold. Out of Sierra and Cody, and Trent and Gwen, 10th place, goodbye. Sierra and Cody, they tried really hard. I feel like Cody may have not enjoyed anything, but they did really well. 10th place is good. Congratulations. Alright, here we are. 9th place. The person to win this one first is Lashana and Harold. What's good? Followed by Lindsay and Tyler, Emma and Noah, Courtney and Duncan, Zoe and Mike, along with Jasmine and Sean. Here are the final 3 teams. I'm gonna go ahead and say Heather and Alejandro gets 3rd to last, which means it's Crimson and Ennui versus Trent and Gwen. 9th place, goodbye. Trent and Gwen, you guys have had this a long time coming. You got beat by Crimson and Ennui. They had a bad day and yet they still beat you. Donkey laugh. Alright, final 8. Ennui and Crimson letting everyone know that last episode was a fluke. Zoe and Mike, Jasmine and Sean, followed by Emma and Noah, which leaves this final 4. All of these are so good. Heather and Alejandro getting the next safe spot, followed by Courtney and Duncan, meaning it's Lashana and Harold versus Lindsay and Tyler. 8th place. You know, just because they got 8th place doesn't mean they did bad. This is very well for them. Good job, Lashana and Harold. I feel like you guys did great. That loads of character development, especially between this relationship. I feel like they grew on it a lot. Good job. Alright, here we are. Crimson and Ennui, Emma and Noah, Lindsay and Tyler, followed by... Alright, so the final 4 out of this is very difficult. But I'm going to say the next team that is safe is Courtney and Duncan, then Heather and Alejandro. Which means it's Zoe and Mike versus Jasmine and Sean. I think this is a very good battle. Very competitive. And I feel like the people who come out on top are Jasmine and Sean. Congratulations, moving on up. Still in the race. Alright, the final 6. Really getting down to it. Alright, 6. First team to get there. Sean and Jasmine, they needed that little, they needed to be humbled and they got first. Emma and Noah, Crimson and Ennui, and then Lindsay and Tyler, which means it's either Courtney and Duncan or Heather and Alejandro. 6th place goes to Heather and Alejandro, which means Courtney and Duncan gets into the final 5 with Tyler and Lindsay, Ennui and Crimson, Noah, Emma, and Jasmine and Sean. A very nice final 5, may I say. Alright, Crimson and Inu, followed by Lindsay and Tyler. Next to come is Courtney and Duncan, which means it's Jasmine and Sean or Emma and Noah. 5th place and out of the race is Sean and Jasmine. They did extremely well. They had to do a lot. They got really good scores for the most part. Good job, nothing to be ashamed of. Alright, the final 4. The first place in this is Crimson and Inu, followed by Lindsay and Tyler, and then Courtney and Duncan, which means 4th place is Emma and Noah. That is very good. I'm proud of both of them. You guys did really well. Lots of more character development, especially for my boy Noah. 3rd place, Lindsay and Tyler get there first, followed by Crimson and Inu, which means 3rd place is Courtney and Duncan. They had to probably work really hard to get there. Courtney's calling her lawyer, you know how it is. So here we are with the final 2 teams. Total Drama Romantic Redonkulous Race. The winner is Lindsay and Tyler winning. Congratulations, you two. I think this would be such a lovely win. Not to mention in a different country, these two would win. So we get the best of both worlds. I hope you guys liked. If you do, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please make sure to comment them down below. Have a good day.